Coming up on This Week in Plymouth, new activities from the Recreation Department, an update on the new town website, and the planning board goes for a walk. All that and more coming up on This Week in Plymouth. Hello and welcome to another episode of This Week in Plymouth. I'm your host, Jonathan Picard. It was a quiet week for town meetings with only the planning board meeting on Thursday evening. The meeting began at Town Hall at the regular meeting time, but the board didn't remain there for long until they went out for their walking tour of the town. The tour, arranged by Joseph Perez, was held for the board to get a better idea of what lot sizes and frontage would be good as the Plymouth HOP Housing Committee remains hard at work. Diving into some announcements for this week, the Select Board office is pleased to announce that a brand new town website will be launching in the next couple of weeks. Dan Salzer has been working diligently to get the website ready for launch. Salzer will be presenting the new site to the Select Board during the meeting on Monday, September 25th. A reminder that the town's clerk office has announced that the final day to change parties before the upcoming election is October 6th. Be sure to visit the clerk's office in the town hall to update your information before the next election. The police department posted a new activity update from the week of 9/11 to 9/17 on their Facebook page. Be sure to check it out to get updates on what they've been up to as of late. A reminder that today is the Hazardous Waste Day at the Plymouth Recycling Center. The Recreation Department has announced a slew of upcoming events and trips, from basketball tryouts, an adult fall foliage trip, and the ever-popular Halloween events with Build a Scarecrow and Trick or Treat on the main street throughout town. Visit the Recreation Department website or Facebook page to find more information and how to sign up. The Recreation Department has also announced that this year's Veterans Day ceremony will take place on Saturday, November 11th at 10:30 a.m. in front of the Town Hall. Plymouth and local veterans are encouraged to submit their picture with their name, military branch, and years of service for the slideshow that will air before and after the ceremony here on Pemmy Baker TV. Picture retake day for Plymouth Regional High School is scheduled for October 4th. Time now for local sports. It's homecoming week for the Bobcats. Girls volleyball has been extremely busy this week, having 3 matches in 5 days. The Bobcats are still searching for their first win of the season, but did pick up their first set win of the year at John Stark on Wednesday night. Volleyball wrapped up this week with a match against Hanover last night. Golf had its first home match of the season against Sauhegan, Pelham, and Lebanon on the 19th. Bobcats finished 4th overall, and the team picked up a win 2 days later on the road against Kearsarge 64-61. Cross country had a great week at the Newfound Invitational on Wednesday. The boys came away victorious, with the girls team finishing as runners-up. The Bobcats returned to action today at the Manchester Invitational at Dairyfield Park. Both soccer teams held games against Kingswood yesterday afternoon. Going into those games, the girls team was still in search of the first win of the season. The boys team picked up on a 0-1 win at Kennett on Tuesday before taking on Kingswood. Entering yesterday's game, the Bobcats sit at 4-2-1 on the season and now sit 6th in Division II. After a shutout blowout victory at Merrimack Valley last Friday, 35-0, the Bobcats will host Laconia this afternoon for their homecoming game. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. with the coverage starting at 1:45 right here on Pemmy Baker TV. The Bobcats enter this weekend's match 3-0 overall and have outscored their opponents 112-14. Coming up next week's for meetings, the Select Board will meet on Monday, September 25th at 5 p.m. As always, the public is encouraged to attend in person or via the Zoom link on the town website. PBTV will have complete coverage on channel 1301 and YouTube. The Pemigewasset River Local Advisory Committee is scheduled to meet in the community room at Pease Public Library on Tuesday, September 26th. The meeting time will start at 6:30 p.m. That will wrap up this week's episode of This Week in Plymouth. Remember, you can watch full replays of town meetings and PRHS sports and other original content on our YouTube channel. Once again, I'm Jonathan Picard. Be sure to visit the town website and social media pages to stay up to date on everything that's happening in Plymouth. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on This Week in Plymouth.